Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to class. I'm so excited to come your way again. My name is Bishop Ibro Zion. On the cyberspace, they call me the Digital Bishop, and today is day 13 of the 30 Days Digital Bootcamp. Today, we're going to continue on the videopreneur training. Then in the second session, we're going to have Miriam Campbell come in to show us how to do e-magazine. So today's class is crucial. It's very important to pay attention. Coach Ajisafe Oluwakamile will be trying to show us how to do lip syncing using video animation story. So I'll bring him up shortly. But those of you who joined me earlier for the free webinar we had on AI music business, I hope if you're there with me on that Zoom, please give me a 1 on the chat. I want to know those who attended. Just give me a 1 on the chat. I want to make a very important emphasis from that webinar. Okay, yeah, Mama. Yeah, give me a 1 if you attended the webinar. If you did not attend, give me a 0. Okay, yes, Mama Mary Adebayo was there with me. She saw what happened. Now, I asked this simple question. If you didn't attend, give me a 0. It means everybody should type something so I know you're in class. That's the reason for the request. All right, fine. For those of us who couldn't attend, we're going to send the recorded version into the classroom, and I want you to look at it. The reason for it is this. Mama Mary saw firsthand how we use that free song to lyrics to song to make money. She saw it firsthand. What we taught you here for 10 minutes, Coach Coggins, Clarence came from New York to teach us. We just learned it together with you, both coaches and participants, we learned it, but we turned it into business and we did a webinar. Guess what? As I'm talking to you, Coach Ajisafe has just cashed out with almost 100K because he had almost 10 registration, like 10,000. I'll pay 5,000 for each participant, and they already paid 5,000. Some are pastors, some are just young men who wants to learn what you learned at the 30 days bootcamp, which means for every single skill you learn in this bootcamp, you can monetize it that same day. As a matter of fact, you can make money with it the next day. We just made 10 registration into Videopreneur Club. And guess what? Those 10 registration will not end there. There are things they are going to buy from us because they would definitely need AI 360 Studio as tools, AI tools, to start doing what they are learning. So that is a market we just created from just lyrics into song, teaching AI music. So please, every assignment given to you and every instruction given to you is aimed at intentionally making you see what we do practically. I wish everybody in this class had the opportunity to attend to see firsthand how we created a webinar to fit in lyrics into song. Lyrics into song was just the simple thing we did, which, you know, does not take 10 minutes to teach. But at the end of it, the way we packaged the webinar made it professional, made it appealing, and so many people joined Videopreneur already. What will they learn? They will learn to create the music you already created. Apart from that, they will learn to turn it into music video. Let me show you something intriguing that we did, or I'll show you later. Let's have Coach Ajisafe take over. So please take note that every single instruction, no matter how odd it sounds or look before you, it is aimed at helping you scale up what you are learning, helping you put into practice what you are learning. Because if you don't do what you have learned, you have not known it. How I know you know what we are teaching you is when I see you do it. No matter what you tell me, no matter how you sugarcoat me, no matter the testimonial you are giving, if I don't see you do it like this, as far as I'm concerned, you don't know it yet. Okay? Knowledge is evident by action. When we see you do it, we know you know it. So let's welcome Coach Ajisafe to take over from me. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And good afternoon, everyone. You are welcome to another training section this evening. And I hope we are learning. Please pay attention. God bless you. Like I used to say, that in videopreneur, details is very important. You have to pay attention to details, and you have to be a go-getter. In other words, you don't accept no for an answer. You know what you wanted. So whatever you want, you go for it. If the tools is giving you something you don't want, don't say, let me use it like that. No, you have to stick to it until you get what you want. That is what makes the difference. So don't just accept anything, because that video you are creating, you don't know where it will land. Somebody can just be looking a look at it from any part of the world and say, oh, who created this video? So whatever you want to do, make sure you put your best in it when you are in Videopreneur Club. So tonight, we want to start from where we left up yesterday. And I will just go back from the beginning of yesterday so that we can get it quite all right. And then I will take us to another route today. Maybe that will make it a little bit easy for us to get. So now I'll be sharing my screen. I'll be sharing my screen, and we are going to move together. If you can see my screen, give me a 1 on the chat, like we normally do, so that I know you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, give me a 1 on the chat. Okay. Thank you, ma. Thank you, sir. Now, like I said yesterday, this is the ChatGPT. I said we are doing animations today. We want to know how to generate, how to create how to create video on animation, a storyline, that is animal storyline on animation, how to drive at story of animals, short story that you can share out there, that people can watch, kids can watch, and then it will be educative, and then at the same time enjoyable to people. People have been making money through this. And I said, the first thing you want to do is to go to your ChatGPT. Even if you don't have any idea, if you don't have any story, you might have story in your head that you want to generate video, you want to make video on. And even if you don't have any idea at all, like this one, I just tell ChatGPT to write me a story, a short story on parrot and tortoise. I know ChatGPT can give you 100 stories. So I asked it to give me a short story on tortoise and parrot. Then he gave me that story. He asked me questions, like I said yesterday. I don't want to go back to that. He asked me a few questions about the kind of animation I want to do, the kind of the storyline. So I gave it everything, and then he writes the story. This is the script here. And he called the parrot Otaru and tortoise Tampa. That was the name he gave to both of them. And I told her yesterday that he made them both male, but I changed it. I want the parrot to be female, while the tortoise male. So now he gave me the script, just like we did in Videopreneur. Now I want to follow the step, the patterns of that Videopreneur. Maybe that way we have the understanding. That's why I've been hammering it, that if you can get the foundation very well, then this will not be difficult for you. So now we are going to follow the direction or the patterns of that what they call it now, that video we have made before. We are going to follow that patterns now, so that it will be easy for us. Like we normally do, in our promo video, we first make sure that all the voiceover, we get them together, right? So the same way, every voiceover here, whether voice or voiceover, we are going to gather them all together. So we are going to start from the scene 1. This is the scene 1 now. Short 1, we copy the voiceover, we take it to our folder and keep it there. We go back to our ChatGPT and go to the next scene. We're going to copy it. Don't worry whether you see Otaru there or not. Just copy everything. Just copy it. And then we take it to where we kept the first one and paste it there. Then we go back to ChatGPT and go to the third one, and then we copy it and paste it as well. Go back to the fourth one, we copy it and go and keep it. I'm sure we are familiar with this. This is what we have been doing in our promo video. We copy all the voiceover and then we keep it the same way. And then we go back again. Copy. And then we keep it. We go back. We copy. And then we keep it as well. That is how we are going to do for all the voiceover tonight. We're going to copy everything and we're going to save it. We are going to use that voiceover to generate voiceover, just like we did for the promo video. Then I will show us how we are going to go about it, separating the voice. Let's first copy everything. Anywhere you find voice, whether voiceover or the name that's supposed to be speaking, just copy it and go and keep it. I think we had one left. This is the last one, the last segment. We copy it, we keep it, go back, copy. If you see what I am doing, please give me a 2 on the chat. Let me know I am communicating. If you see what I am doing, give me a 2 on the chat. Okay, I saw those 2. Thank you. So we copy it. We're going to take it bit by bit so that we can understand it perfectly, and every one of us. So we are copying. What we are doing right now is copying all the voiceover that we can find there, whether it is meant for tortoise or it is meant for parrot, or even whether it is meant for the narrator. We are going to copy everything. I think this should be the last voiceover on this script. I'm going to copy. Let's check whether there is another. Yes, we have copied all the voiceover that we can find here. Now, don't be confused. Like I told us, this is not a promo video. This is a story, like a drama, a movie, Animal Kingdom, like a drama about, short drama about Animal Kingdom. That is what we are doing. So you see, this one is short one. So it is break into 3 parts. This is the first part. In the first part, we have short 1, we have short 2, we have short 3, we have short 4. This is the second part. You can see scene 3. That is the second part. Oh, have I missed a scene there? Okay, this scene 2. Okay, it started from this place. This is the scene 1. This is the scene 1. You can see the scene 1. We have short 1, short 2, we have short 3, we have short 4, we have short 5 in scene 1. Then move to scene 2, just like episode 2. We have short 1, short 2, short 3, short 4. Excuse me. And then scene 3. We have short 1, short 2, short 3, short 4, and short 5. So it is divided into 3 segments. So in that 3 segments, we have different shots in that 3 segments. And we have copied all the voiceover from all the shots, from all the segments. Now we have our voiceover here. So like we used to do, we will copy the voiceover and then we migrate to our 11 lab. We migrate to our 11 labs like we did during the promo video. We migrate to our 11 labs. By now, I know we should be able to do this. So On getting to our 11 labs, we are going to generate voice, go to text to speech, and then we generate it. So after you get to this place, we know how to look for voice. What is the voice that suits you that you want to use? Now, I want to choose Elon for the voiceover. I click Elon and I click generate speech. And then it will generate.
In the heart of a bright green forest, Otaru the parrot began his usual morning chatter. Good morning, sunshine. Wake up, sleepy forest.
So that is the voiceover. And then you download it. You click download and it will download. You can see it has downloaded. Then I go over to the download to go and cut it. This is it here. Then I cut it and I take it to my where I have parrot and tortoise, and I save it here. Now, this is the voiceover. We know how to do this. We are very familiar with this. Then we go back like we used to do during the promo video. You go back. Now, you know what we used to do when we go back here is to generate our graphics and turn it to video clips. That is what we used to do. And here, we want to do it again. This is the text. You know what is here? This is the narration. We have copied that. That is gone. This is the short description of what we are expecting in the video. And this is the text to image prompt. We copy the text to image prompt. And then we take it to runway ML. Like we used to do. We click the image in runway ML. And then we put it there. Now, I told us that this is a story, this is a film or a movie. It is not a promo video whereby you don't need reference. So in this case, you need reference. Now, you must have generated your reference at the beginning. You know, in that script that ChatGPT gave us, he gave us reference. He gave us the animals references. These are the references. He has given us that in the beginning. This character 1, character 2, the characters in that must appear in that story, he has given it to us. And these are the characters. He gave us text to image of those characters. And we have generated those images, graphics, and we have kept them. So now we move over to runway with text to image prompt. And on that text to image, if you look at it, who owns the text to image? It is a narration. And the narration said, so you want to read the narration now before you go and begin to generate so that you know which reference you want to use. Narration says, in the air, in the heart of a bright green forest, Otaru, the parrot, began his usual morning chatter, which means what you are looking for in this graphics is Otaru, which is parrot. Parrot is what comes first in our, video clips. So in this text to image, as you copy it and you take it to runway ML, it means what you are expecting these graphics to generate for you is parrot. But for you to have one major parrot that you are not going to be getting different parrots in different scenes. Look at it, we have 3 different segments in this story. So for you to serve the same parrot or at every segment so that it will be the same storyline. So there will be a consistency. There will be a consistency. If you are at the webinar that was held today, you discover when you take a look at that, music video clips that we watch, you discover that it is the same person that was singing that we see at every clip that comes up. That is what we mean by consistency. So in your storyline, you don't want to have you don't want to have a green parrot in one segment, and you get to the next segment, it is a brown parrot you find. You get to the third segment, it is a black parrot you found. You must have the same parrot because it is just a storyline. You don't want to have Kanayo in one part of a movie. And the next part, it is the same kind of you want to see, but you are seeing Arinze taking the part of Kanayo. You say, what is this? So you want to have what we mean, what we call consistency characters. So you want to have, that is why you need reference. So out of the characters you have generated, their images, we have generated one image for parrot. So for the rest of these clips, for the rest of this story, this is the character you are going to be using. So anytime we need parrot to act, we come to this place and pick this one and pick this parrot as our reference. Anytime we want tortoise to act in any scene we want tortoise to act, we come to this place and pick this tortoise as our reference. So that by so doing, we have consistency character. If you get my explanation, please give me a 4 on the chat. If you get my explanation, please give me a 4 on the chat. Please, I need us to respond so that I can know we're going together. So now we have copied our prompt text to image, and we have put it here. So like I said, we need consistency. We need reference. So you want to click this place. The reason why you are seeing these bells here, this parrot here, is because I have been using it. So the more you are using that reference, you will find it here. It will be here ready for you to pick. But if you don't see it here, you have not been using it, if you are using it for the first time, this place will be like this. You just see this plus sign here. So you will click it. When you click it, it will open this way. And then you come to this place where you can find drag and drop file or image or double click asset. So you want to double click this place, and then it will take you to your desktop. And then you go and pick where your reference graphics is. You go and pick it where your reference graphic, where is it, where you find it. That is tortoise and parrot. This is it here. So you go and find it, and then when you find it, you will click it, and then it will download to this place. As soon as it shows itself here, it will automatically arrange itself where it should be. Now here it is, and then without touching anything, it will arrange itself. As you can see, I didn't click anything. It will arrange itself. So you have your reference here. You have your reference here and your prompt here. And then you will click, and like I told us, this place, you can use Gen 4 Tuber. Since you have reference, I have told us earlier on that if you don't have reference, you won't be able to use this. If you click generate and you don't have reference, it will not generate until you will try that this one will change to Gen 4, ordinary Gen 4. Then you can click it. That's when it continues to generate. But now we have our reference, so we can use it. The difference is that this one will be fast in generating than the Gen 4 ordinary, because that one is the old version of this. They have updated their tool. So you click generate, and then you will see it generating here. If I scroll down, this is it here. It's generating. You see it, it will generate. It will show up here. Let's wait for it. I have it on the system, but I want us to wait for it and then to generate. This is the first clip of our story. Why this is generating, it is graphic that we generate. You want to go back, just like we did the same process. The same process. You come back to your ChatGPT, and then you copy the image to video that you have there. You copy the image to video that you have there. You take it back to runway ML. But now this should have generated. As you can see, this is what we have. So this is what the prompt asks it to do. That what we have on the prompt, let's go back and check what we have on the prompt. This is what we have on the prompt. We say, this is the short description of what you should expect in that video you want to generate. Once you have the voiceover, the next thing you have here is the short description. As you can see, short description. This will tell you what you should expect, so that when it does something else for you, you can redirect it. So you say a wide establishing shot of a forest canopy filled with sunlight and birds calls. And then we have it here, a wide cinematic view of a lost tropical forest at sunrise, mist-rise from the tropods and sunlight filters through golden beams. A colorful parrot with gleaming feathers soars across the sky, surrounded by vibrant leaves and exotic flowers. Cartoon cinematic realism, details, lighting, and textures, 16:9 aspect ratio. That is the prompt. And then that is what we have here. The sunrise, the forest, and then the parrot soaring over in the forest. That is what we have. And we want to turn this into motion. This is the graphics. We want to turn it into motion. And then you come to this place, just like I explained during the promo video. You click this place, and it will come to this side for video generation. You can pick any of these that resonate with you. So you come to this place under here. I've told us, make sure you clear whatever you found there. Highlight it and clear it. And then Control V, we paste the new prompt. That is image to video prompt. And then you click generate. And on your right hand side here, you will see it. You click it, you can see in queue. So it's generating. It's generating. Now, the moment it generated, you are going to right click and download it to your system. And then you go on to the download. You want to go on to the download. You want to go and I want to delete this. I don't want this here. So you want to go to your download and you want to go and cut it so that you can save it. Don't leave it at the download because you have to number it. Remember, I told us that you may have different video clips, many different video clips. So you want to number them so that you don't begin to have issues because some of them will be very close, look alike. So you want to number them so you know which one to pick at a time. So let's go back to our runway ML and see whether it has downloaded, it has not. So we're going to wait for it. I want us to get it very well. So we're going to wait for it and we download it and then we're going to cut it and save it. Yes, it has generated. This is it here. This is it here. This is it here. As you can see, that is the bird flying, soaring in the forest. So you will click and download. And the moment it downloads, I can see it's downloading. So you go over to your download. You can see this Gen 2 Tuber 2 because it has not finished downloading. It's still downloading. When it's finished downloading, this one will leave. And then it will remain only this one. It is the network that make it look like that. It's still downloading. So when it's downloading this one. So in the nutshell, you will click, right click, and then you cut it and take it to your folder. And then you will save it there. If you look at this place, this is my own video one. I save it with video one. That every video I'm generating, I'm saving them. Video 1, video 2, video 3, video 4. So that I know that from scene 1, from shot 1, that's where I got my video 1. From shot 2, that's where I got my video 2. So I save that so I can know which one to pick when I get to my CapCut. So if you play it, you will see it is the same thing. The parrot, as you can see, this is what I saved with video 1. If you get it to this stage, please give me a 5 on the chart. You get to, okay, coach, we explain is this for us. I'm a bit confused. Okay, where? Mommy, Nurse Olabisi, where did you get confused? Please unmute and ask so that we can go together. I want us to move together without leaving anybody backward. So please unmute and ask. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it's a response to my question.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Well done, sir.
Welcome, ma'am.
My only two where I'm getting confused is you're switching from one of the apps to the other. 11 apps run away. This one, I am when you say this, please
Okay.
try to be mentioning which one is the this you are moving to at a point in time, sir.
Okay, ma'am. I'm sorry for that. Now,
Thank you, sir.
the only thing we
Okay,
did.
that's what I wanted to ask too. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, all right. Thank you, ma'am. Now, this is it. The only thing we did at our 11 lab is to generate all our voiceover. Now, from the script here, I said we will copy all the voiceover, just like we did in our promo video. And we all know what voiceover is by now. It is the first we saw on all the clips that ChatGPT gave us. And this is it here. This one. From 1, we copy all the one we find in segment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is segment 1. And then we go over to scene 2. We also copy, starting from this one, we copy everyone we find here also in the scene 2. And then this is the scene 3. Then we go again. This one, we copy everything we find in scene 3 to 5. That's what we did. That's the first thing we did. And then everything we copied, we save it in our, in our graphics here. We save it here. And then we highlight it together and we copy it together and we take it to our 11 lab. The only thing you want to do in 11 lab at this point in time is to generate voiceover. This is our 11 lab. You can see it at top here. This is our 11 lab. Anytime you are seeing a screen like this, it is 11 lab. You can see it here, 11 labs. And on your left-hand side, you see some tools there. And we click text to speech. And on the screen, we copy all our voiceover and we put it here. And we go and look for voice for it on our right-hand side. When you click it, there will be a voice here, red made. Then you click it, and then you see all other voices. If you come to this area, you can scroll. You can scroll. You can see there are different voices there. Female voice, male voice, everything is there. Different female voice, different male voices, they are there. So the one that resonates with me is Elon that I want to use for the voiceover. And we click Elon. The moment you click Elon, it change. The interface change, and you can see Elon here. And also down here. So you click generate speech. And then you don't need to touch anything. The moment it finishes generating, it will begin to speak. You will hear it speaking.
You're always loud this early.
That is it. I just pause it. And then you come to your left-hand side here, towards the end of the left-hand side, and you see download. When you go to the place, you can see it wrote download. And then you click it, and it will download. And I said, you go over to your download on your system. This is my download on my system. I go over to my download and I click and I cut it and I save it. I open my folder. This is my folder. I open my folder. I look for where I have prepared to save everything that I generated from this video, where I've prepared to save them. I prepare it on I prepare a folder for them. So I come here and I save it in this folder here. And it's in this folder. This is it here. That is the only thing we did in our 11 lab. So the next thing we do after this place is to move back to our ChatGPT, where we copy all our voiceover. And the next we want to do here, just like we did when we are doing our promo video, we come back to this place, and this time around, we want to copy text to image prompt. We are done with the voiceover, and then the next thing, let's go back to the first one. This is it here, the first thing. This is the first thing. So we are done with narration, narration for everything. We have done with narration. And then this is the short description. This one is just telling us, giving us idea of what we are expecting to get from the first clip, from the video clip we want to get from this place, from this short one. So this is what it's telling, just short description. And then we don't have business with that. We come to text to image prompt. It is prompt we want to copy. So we copy our prompt, text to image, and then we switch over to runway ML. It is in runway ML we want to generate both our graphics and our video clips. So I click runway element, and this place is open for me. And on this side of runway element, where you have image, you click it, and image open. Before, we don't have this belt here, this part here. It's like this. And on this place also, we do not have anything there. If you are doing it for the first time, it will look like this. And then what you have copied, you will paste it here. That is Control V. It will paste it there. I think I didn't copy anything. That's why I was unable to paste anything. So I go back and copy it, and then to paste it here. This is it here. And I told us that this is not promo video. This is not promo video. This is a movie. So it must have reference so that we can have consistency character. It must have reference so that we can have consistency character. And I told us that already we have our references that ChatGPT has given us. That is, we have reference for parrot, we have reference for tortoise, and we have reference for monkey as well, because I gave ChatGPT 3 characters to generate for me, and I want 3 characters. But majorly, we have 2 main characters, that is tortoise and parrot. And on our first prompt here, I told us you must read it. This is a video, so you must read what you are expecting there, so that you know the kind of reference you want to give to it. And when we read it, it says a wide cinematic blah 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 blah. But what we are looking for is the reference, and we can find it here. Say a colorful parrot, which means this is going to generate for you a parrot. You may not know what the parrot wants to do. You may not know what the parrot will be doing, but you sure that what it will generate for you, the graphic it will generate for you, must appear. Parrot must appear. So now you want to give you a parrot reference. That is, this is the nature, the picture, the kind of parrot I want to generate. I don't know what the parrot will do. Whether the parrot will fly, whether it will sit down, whether it will jump, I don't know. But this is the kind of the image of the parrot I'm expecting you to generate for me. And then I say you come over to this place where you have plus sign, and then you click it, and it will take you to this place where you have drag and drop line. File. Image in bracket, or double click asset. Then you double click, and it will take you to your system where you where you go and search for your folder that you have prepared that you have put in your reference, and then you click the reference there. And the moment you click the reference, I said the reference will come to this. Double click, the reference will come to this place. And I told us that you don't need to press anything. The moment the reference appears here, it will automatically arrange itself to where it should be. Now I didn't press anything. Just take a look at it. You can see it has rearranged itself. Now you have the reference here, and then you have your prompt here. And then you come over to this place and you click generate. It's as simple as that. And it will generate graphics for you. Here is the graphics generator. We already know that in this place, it generates 4 graphics for you to choose one of it. You can decide to make 2 video. You can decide to make a video out of it. Depend on you. That is, you can use your discretion. So, and when you want to make video, anyone that suits you here, that you think that this one is better for me, this one is okay for me, you just put your cursor on it, and you will see this sign that looks like video. And you can see what is written. It is input for video. Then you click it. Then this left-hand side will change. And then the graphic will come over to this place. That is, it has prepared itself for video generation. And under it, you have a box. You have a box there where you will describe what you want what you want this graphics to do for you. And you can't describe yourself. You go over to ChatGPT. So I go over and click where I have my ChatGPT, and then you have generated this. You go to image to video prompt. You copy it. Control C is control copy, is copy. Control C, you copy it, and then you come back to runway element where you have already prepared a graphics to generate video clips. And then in that box under it, Ctrl V or you paste. You right click and you paste that prompt you copy. And then you click generate. And on this right hand side, you can see it here. It will generate video clip for you. This is how we did in our promo video. Did you get it now, ma? Please unmute and tell me you got it. Did you get it, ma? Are you there?
Yes, we are getting it. I'm getting it.
All right, thank you, ma. God bless you. So now we have generated the first video clip and then we cut it and take it to our folder. You click your folder, you save it here. And then you go over again. Now, I want us to pay a close attention to this. This is where we are getting confused yesterday. So I want us to pay a close attention to this. Is anybody asking a question? I saw it. Okay. Now, after having saving that, we are coming back to our ChatGPT like we normally do, and we go to the next shot. This is the next one now. Shot 2. We are done with this. We have, all the voiceover. We have generated it. So the next thing we want to do, like we did for the promo video, is to copy the text to image. We copy it. We take it to runway ML. And like I told us, you come to the image. And then you delete this reference. Then you click it and you paste it there. Then you want to read it to know the type, the kind of reference you want to give to it. It should be either parrot or tortoise. So you want to know which of them you want to get as reference for it. Then you read. Say close-up shot of a colorful parrot. At that point, it is a parrot again. It is a parrot again. So by now, the parrot we have reference here already because we have used it before. So we have it here. So don't need to come and click this place again. You just come to this place. You see where there is something like a ball here, a circle. So you click it. Once you click it, your parrot will appear here, just like that. And then you click generate. And it will generate for you a parrot in form of this. Depending on what the prompt says, that one does not concern you. It is what that gave you. So it will generate for you. And then you want to turn it to a video as well. So you come to this place like we did the other time. You click input for video, and it will come to your left-hand side here, preparing it for video. And then you go back to ChatGPT to copy a video prompt. You copy image to video prompt, and then you take it to runway element where you have prepared this graphics for video. And then on that box underneath, you highlight it, delete what is there, and then paste the new prompt, and then click generate. And then it will generate for you. Now, this time around, this is what it will generate. I was able to know because, I have generated it. So I know what it's going to generate. So this is what it generates for us as video. This is the video that it generated for us. Then you want to right-click and download and go to your download like we did for the first one. And then you right-click, you cut it. The reason why I'm cutting it, I don't want my system to full of video clips so that it will not be slowing me down. That's why you see me, I will cut it and go and paste it somewhere else. Since I will have it somewhere else, so I don't want to leave it there. So you come to your folder where you are prepared to store everything that has to do with this video. And then you store it there. This is it right here, video 2. This is it. This is right here. You can see This is what the video, this is what I asked you to do. You see the mouth moving. Now from here, you know that this parrot is saying something. So now you cannot, normally what we need to do right now is to go back to our ChatGPT, right? To go to the next shot, but we can't do that because what we are doing is video. What we are doing is video. It is not a promo video. So now you have generated that video. You now want to look at the next information in this too. You have not finished with here. What is the information on this? Is this voice over or something that this character need to say? And as you can see here, it is Otaru. Otaru is parrot. Otaru, cheerfully, good morning, sunshine, wake up, sleepy forest. Now, this is where we get confused. If you look at this place, what you see here will determine what you are going to do here. So what we see here, it means, because we saw Otaru here, it means that this voice is Otaru's voice. Let's go and check the first sort. If you look at the first sort, it said narration. So which means this is a voice over, the voice of a narrator. Though we have copied everything, both this one and this one, we have copied, don't worry. We have generated voice over for it, don't worry. But now we want to differentiate the voice now. We want to differentiate the voices now. We want to divide the voice. We want to get the voice of parrot for it, get the voice of tortoise for it. And now the first one we're having here is Otaru, which is parrot. So Otaru is the one that owns this voice. Now we want to do something. We are going to copy this again. Remember, we are done with this. We want to copy this voice alone again. We are going to copy it. Then you will move over to 11 lab. I hope we are getting this. You will move over to your 11 lab. Here is our 11 lab. You clear what was there. And then you paste that voice. Now, it is voice of parrot. From your story that you read, you would have known whether your parrot is a female or a male. Depending on the character, you will know. Because you have read the story that it gave you, you know the character, whether it's going to be a male or female. You can determine that. I want my own parrot in this video, in this movie, to be a female. So if you want it to be a female, if that character you want to generate voice for is a female, that means the voice that you must generate here must be a female voice. If that character is a male, or you want that character to be a male, that means the voice you want to generate here must be a male voice. But mind you, it must not be the same voice you use for the voice over, so that you can have different voices, so that it will make it interesting when people are watching it. That, oh, they had this voice, they hear another voice from this one. When parrot is talking, they hear, oh, this is parrot's voice. When tortoise is talking, this is tortoise's voice. And when the man that is narrating the story is talking, they know, this is the voice of the narrator, just like it is your voice. You are the one narrating the movie. So it must not be the same voice as the voice you use for voiceover. That is why you must identify those voices. The voice we use for our voiceover is Elon. So, and I want the voice of the parrot to be a female. I want the parrot to represent female in this story. I want the parrot to represent female. So I'm going to look for a female voice for this voiceover. And then you come over to this place and you click here. And then you look for the voice that you want. Now, if you are not familiar with this place, you can test the voice. And how do you do that? You come to this place where you have arrow. This is Bill here. You may not know whether Bill is a female or a male. So you want to test whether it's a female or a male. You come to this place where you see play preview. Play preview. You want to preview the voice. You want to know what voice is this. You click it.
As we are liberated from our own fear.
Pause. That is a male voice. You come down again. This one called.
The thing always happens that you really believe.
That is also another male voice. Pause it. This one called.
Love is like the wind. You
That
can't
is
see it,
another
but
male
you can
voice.
feel it.
You can be testing them until you get, okay, this one, even from the name, you can know that this one is a female voice, Alice. So you want to click it and test.
Just trust yourself.
You see now?
You will know
So
how
this is
to.
Alice's voice. So you can decide that you want to use Alice's voice if it resonates with you. But mind you, once you use Alice's voice, it means anytime you want to generate any voice for parrot and you come back to this place, what you are going to be looking for here is Alice. So that the voice will be rhyme. Anytime parrot is talking, it's going to be the same voice. The voice will be rhyme. But in my own case, the voice that I use is hope. This is it here, hope. Let me test it for you to hear.
Hey, are you looking for a fresh and engaging voice for your podcast or social media?
You see now? So that is the voice that I use. So as soon as you find the voice you want to use for this voiceover, you will click on it and this place will change. You can see this is hope here. And on my down here, on my left hand side, you can see hope here again. And then you come to this place, you click generate speech.
Good morning, sunshine. Wake up, sleepy forest.
You can see now. So you have successfully generated that voice for parrot for that clip. So you come to this place and you click download. The voice will download on your system. You go over to your download like we normally do. You right click and you cut it and you go to your folder where you are keeping all the ingredients, all what you are generating, and then you save it as parrot voice 1, so that you know it is a parrot voice, so that you don't mix it. I save it with, okay, because ChatGPT gave me Otaru as the name of parrot, so I save that Otaru voice 1. If you play it, you will see.
Good morning, sunshine. Wake up, sleepy forest.
So that is it. Now you have successfully generated voiceover for Otaru. That is the voice 1. Now, this is what we did. Go back to ChatGPT. So on this shot 2, this is Otaru. You have generated this voice. Somebody will say, and this voice is also among the voiceover we generated. Yes, don't worry. We are coming to that. Just leave that one. Now, you have get single-handedly generated voice for this shot. Which means for this video clip you generated here, this is the voice that go along with it.